Hey guys, Neomis here, and for today's video I'm going to be talking about the Arsenal versus Wolves game. That's right, Arsenal won, Wolves won. Their game ends in a stalemate between the two clubs, and there's so many main talking points about this game. First of all, Mesut Ozil getting started on the pitch, Pepe on the bench with Lacazette starting up top. Is Callum Chambers one of the best right backs in the Premier League right now with a brilliant performance? I'll be talking about all of these different things as well as why we lost the game. Stay tuned to my thoughts and my views, and if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. Should be somewhere around here. Now, let's get started. Arsenal won, Wolves won. Another draw. Again, it's another game where we're drawing a game, not because we really played badly, but because, again, our defense falling asleep once again. I mean, it's so frustrating because overall, I think the players played really well, really well. And like I said at the start of this video, Callum Chambers for me was brilliant. I mean, who would have thought at the beginning of the season you would have had a player in Callum Chambers who we'd actually put up on the transfer window to be sold for about 20 to 25 mil in the summer. And we've brought Callum back into the fold, and now Callum is there being one of the key players that we have. Not only for the majority of the time has he been defensively solid, but he's been a critical player to help us to create chances and to be an element on an attacking threat, particularly when we're having set pieces and corners. He's been there. He's been pretty solid. And Callum really only did one thing wrong today. One thing wrong. Along with Socrates, who was next to him. And Dani Ceballos as well. Dani Ceballos letting the throw-in actually get past him instead of providing the block. And then Socrates not being aware of the defenders that are around him. And then Callum Chambers allowing Raul Jimenez to get in front of him to score the goal that Wolves scored. Apart from that, this was I thought the players played well. Really well. Really impressed by what I saw today. Formation was a 4-3-1-2. And yes, Mesut Ozil did start along with Aubameyang and Lacazette up top, and we saw the likes of Lucas Torreira and Ceballos in midfield, and then the same back four that we saw in the last game in Kieran Tierney, Socrates, David Luiz, and Callum Chambers. So a pretty solid squad for us to work with, a pretty good starting 11. We saw cameos from Saka, and we saw Martinelli get on the pitch as well. Which I thought both of them did a pretty decent job, as well as Kolasinac later on through the game as Tierney decided to kind of really tire out. But we really need to talk about what needs to be done. Like, defensively, I cannot stress this enough. Defensively, we were in that moment, we were bad, and it was such a simple goal for us to concede. Listening to the commentators talk about how could Arsenal even let that chance even happen, with them just lapse of concentration literally for what, 10 seconds? 10 seconds. 10 bloody seconds. I know everybody who's watching this is wondering, well, Neomis, when are you going to talk about Unai Emery? I'm going to get there in a sec. But defensively, we were shocking in those 10 seconds. Now to Unai Emery. And I know what you're going to be thinking. What have you got to say about Emery? Well, here's what I got to say about Emery. Before this game, when you saw the lineup, would you have blamed Emery for the lineup? Would you have blamed any for his substitutions? His substitutions were clearly in regards to the fact that we had players tiring out. We needed fresher legs. Tierney was tiring, so he brought on Kolasinac. You got Lacazette. Saka came on for Lacazette, and you would have thought that the fact that he's going to either play up front or maybe in a 4-3-3. And then you had Torreira being substituted as well on the pitch, and then Martinelli coming on. So Martinelli plays further forward in place of Lacazette. Saka plays more in midfield but occasionally drifts forward, so providing the ability to be able to still provide a solid defensive base, but still also giving you the ability to be able to attack and go forward. Do I blame Unai Emery for this? No, I really don't. Again, it's another game where our defense lets us down. And I know everybody just wants to look for something to blame Emery for this, because that's the new narrative, that we should blame Unai Emery. But defensively, we're just not good enough. We are just not good enough. Wolves played well. I mean, they were really hard to break down. They played in a typical 3-4-3 formation instead of their normal kind of 5-3-2. Arsenal had chances. Even in the first half, Aubameyang and Lacazette had quite a few chances that they could have scored. Didn't put the chances away. And Arsenal were left to rue these chances. And these are things that we just genuinely have to do. And we have to keep on doing it. But to go up and to say that it was really one player's fault for this loss, I really can't say that. I could talk about those 10 seconds that I keep talking about in terms of whose fault it was with Callum Chambers and Ceballos and Socrates and whoever else. But I mean, overall, I can't say that. Like, our strikers should have been better. Yes, they should have put those chances away. But, you know, strikers miss chances. I mean, could you have said, maybe I need to take a look at the stats to see how many chances that they actually missed. But overall, the chances that they missed, I mean, were kind of half chances. Mesut Ozil, wow. I actually thought he had a really good game today. He tracked back, he worked hard. Yes, he wasn't kind of creating any real big chances or chances that were going to cause us to score 4s, 5s and 6s, but you expect that from a team like Wolves. I mean, just to remind you Arsenal fans that are watching this video, this is the same Wolves side that beat Manchester City, what, 2-3 weeks ago? Just a thought. Just a thought. You know, Wolves aren't no slap around team that we should just be rolling over. And some of the comments that I've seen online about, oh, Saka should have played, Pepe should have played, as though it would have really made a difference. I mean, like, you have to think tactically about the balance of the team and where Arsenal's weaknesses are and where our strengths are. There's no point. I mean, I had someone literally online try to tell me, why are we worrying about defense? Like, is that what we've come to now? Because we're so desperate to see Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe and Ozil on the pitch? Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I will say this, going forward, what do we do? What exactly is it that we do going forward to the next game? We need to sort out our defense. I cannot stress this. That is the one thing that I will say that Unai Emery needs to sort out. Maybe it's something that he's seen and he's decided that the other defenders that we have aren't good enough. But defensively, we need to fix something, because we cannot keep making mistakes like this. We cannot keep making mistakes. We played a formation to get our best players in. We looked good. We created some chances. We were pretty wasteful in the first half. but we got to get our defensive shape right. We've got to stop sleeping at moments. It keeps on happening time and time again. That's my thoughts. But good games for the likes of Mesut Ozil. Fantastic game overall for Callum Chambers, who was one of the best players on the pitch, and for me has to go to kind of man of the match for me in terms of, or not man of the match, but Arsenal's best player overall. And even though Aubameyang scored the goal and got his 50th goal, which is great, he had chances where he could have gotten his 51st goal and maybe even his 52nd goal. But we move on to the next one. So guys, thank you for watching the video here today. Leave your comments below on what you thought of the game. Are you frustrated as me in regards to this? Do you think it's just the defensive issues that we have why we lost this game? Leave your comments below. Is it an Emery thing? I'm really intrigued to hear everybody's comments, because everybody on social media right now, particularly Twitter, which you can follow me on at King Neomus, is absolutely just in a Emery out brigade. So leave your comments below. Really looking to hear your thoughts. Subscribe again, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.